And there you have it. Beautiful, easy, simple, one pan skillet dinner. Bone-in chicken thighs. All right, today we're gonna start a new mini series. Oh, this is my favorite. One pan skillet dinners. Now, there's nothing better than a one pan skillet dinner. First of all of these recipes we'll be doing in these little mini series will be simple, easy, fairly quick. And there's just nothing better than one pan, right? No, not a lot of cleanup, the whole 9 yards. Today, what we're going to be doing is some chicken thighs. Now, I want you to look at this, what we've got here. I've got 4 chicken thighs. These are bone in. Now, if you were to use boneless thighs, that's perfectly fine. Or if you wanted to use breasts, perfectly fine. But normally, I haven't found boneless thighs at the store that don't have the skin on still. So if that's the case, where there's no skin, make sure that you dust them in flour a little bit so you can get some crust on them. That's my recommendation, all right? But I like the bone in because it adds a lot of flavor from the marrow. And I just really enjoy the bone in thigh. Plus, I like the skin, and I'll show you how we're going to work that. So let's get going. Again, what I love about one pan skillet dinners is the ingredients are really, really not that much, right? Today we're going to be doing some lemon chicken thighs. That's it. And it's so simple, but so amazingly delicious. But it all starts with the technique. We talk a lot about the 3 T's, right? Time, temperature, and technique. So today we're going to get our burner on high just to start to get it, just kind of get the temperature up. And we'll put some extra virgin olive oil in there. And then I'm going to turn this down to a medium because the technique here is going to be, or I should say part of the technique, not only is the technique sauteing, but it's also going to be time, because the time is really a factor. We want the skin to actually get a natural crust, and that would not happen if it's on a very, very high heat. So what we want to do here is I'm going to turn this down now to a medium high heat. And the first thing I do here, before this is still getting a little bit hot, is I always wash my chicken, okay? And then you want to make sure you pat dry. So very important, because otherwise you're going to end up steaming, and we don't want that. This is like a really, really, really pro chef trick. If you're doing it at home already, good for you, all right? So we pat those dry, and we want to season with kosher salt and black pepper, as we always do. And then we're going to place them into our pan. And remember, as I always told you also, when you put something in the pan, make sure that you pull your hand away. You don't want to go this way so you can get the oil in you. So you want to kind of go like this, away from you, okay? Away from you, like so. Now, while those are getting going, what we're going to start doing is we're going to go ahead and season the other side. Like so, kosher salt and black pepper. And now I'm going to turn this heat down even lower, now down to about a simmer. Just like that. And then we're going to take the top, place it on, and we're just going to let these go, okay? This is where the time comes in. This is what's so incredible about this particular recipe, because what's going to happen is that skin is going to start to develop its natural crust, but at the same time, that heat, because we've trapped it, is going to start overlapping and starting to cook the top of the, or which would be the bottom, the meat side of the chicken slowly. Now we'll finish it on the other side. We're going to let these go for about 7 to 10 minutes, just the way they are. While these are starting, let's talk about the other ingredients that we're involving here today. I've got some chicken stock. We've got, of course, some fresh lemons for lemon juice, some garlic paste, some unsalted whole butter, and some parsley. That is it. That's the whole entire recipe. Like I said, really, really simple and so delicious. one pan skillet dinner. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you guys about, because I've gotten a lot of comments about what is this pan. This is an 1810 stainless steel, sometimes referred to as a chicken fryer. This is not a non-stick pan. A lot of people have asked me, Chef Ryan, why are you using metal tongs in a non-stick pan? Well, this is not a non-stick pan, okay? I happen to be using rubber tongs today, but I could use metal tongs because this is not non-stick. And that's kind of my fault for not making that more clear to you guys. But there you go. If you were to use a non-stick pan, yes, certainly want to use some rubber tongs because it will scratch on your bottom. We don't want to do that with our equipment. All right, so when we come back, we will check out how we're doing, how the skin is browning, how you can see that the heat is starting to cook the top of the meat, okay, like I talked about. And then we're on to the next step, which is going to be adding the chicken stock, developing a little sauce. So delicious. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. All right, come on in here. Let's check this out. It's been about 7 minutes. Let's take the top off. And look, as you can see, as I told you before, you see the chicken is already starting to cook on the top here. We haven't even flipped these over yet. And that's because of the residual heat. So let's turn these over and let's see what our skin looks like. Boy, that looks good. Look at that. Wow. Now at this point, what I like to do is I want to go ahead and remove the thighs onto a side tray. I cleaned off the same pan that we used in the beginning. And I want to take this extra virgin olive oil, and if you just get a little, everybody has a little side oil pan. You want to take that oil out, and now I want you to look at that. All right, now I've turned the heat completely off, but look at that. This is actually the whole dish right here. This is all of the goodness, all of the fond. This is what makes this dish so amazing. So what we'll do is right now, we're going to go ahead and add our chicken stock, which is deglazing. So anytime you see deglazing in a recipe, you know what we're talking about here. It's any kind of liquid that's getting up all these crumbs here. And all of these terms can be confusing, I know. And if you struggle with that, by the way, I have a great ebook that you can pick up, which talks about all of these instructions, all of the stuff about deglazing, what the 1810 stainless steel pot and pan to use, what kind of seasonings to use, the difference between chicken stock and beef stock, what kind of beef stock and chicken stock to use, spices and refrigeration and foodborne illness, and goes on and on. If you would like an ebook, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Pick one up. It's there for you. Now, the other thing I want to mention to you guys is, I'm going to turn this heat back on now to a nice high. But the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys is that some of you may think you're subscribed to this channel, but you're not, and it would do me a tremendous favor if you were to subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, I would really helps out the channel. It spreads it far and wide. Think of the channel as kind of like a recipe, and you guys are all the ingredients, and by adding more and more and more, we're creating this amazing meal. We're coming together as a family. Makes me so pleased to see everybody subscribe. So if you haven't already, please do. It doesn't cost you anything. It really helps out the channel go far and wide. Now, I want you to come in here and see how this is reducing down, which is what we want to do. At this point, I'm going to turn the heat down to a low simmer. And now I want to start adding our lemon juice. You know, I use the hand method to catch the seeds, just like so. And we're probably going to be, that was about A quarter cup of chicken stock. We're going to be using about a quarter cup of lemon juice as well. And these are very juicy lemons, so one more should do it. Oh, delicious. If a couple seeds get in like mine did there, don't worry about it. Not that big of a deal. Not going to ruin the dish at all. Now I'm going to add some garlic paste, about 1 tablespoon, the equivalent of about 2 cloves. Just like that. And we just want to get this all mixed in together. It smells amazing. It really, really does. And again, really, really simple and easy. So we picked up all of the bottom. You can see on the bottom of the pan here. Look at that. See, it's all picked up. That's what's important. This has got tremendous flavor here. So now we'll go ahead and add our chicken back in, meat side down. And we're going to let these go for about another 3 to 5 minutes on a low simmer. And we added a quarter cup of chicken stock. I'm going to put in probably about another 2 tablespoons, so maybe almost a half a cup of chicken stock, because we want this to reduce down slowly. We're going to put the top back on, and when we come back, we will finish this off by doing an emulsification. Again, another word you may get tripped up about. Don't worry about it. It's all in the ebook if you would like one. But basically an emulsification is we're going to be using butter, and the butter fat is what's going to reduce this sauce down and make it a little creamy and thicken it up a little bit. And then we'll add the parsley, pour it over the top. We'll put it on a plate. We'll taste it. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. All right, come on in here. We're getting really close and I'm getting hungry. We'll take the top off. And you can see our sauce is reducing down nicely, but we're going to get it a little thicker. So at this point, let's go ahead and take our chicken out and plate it up on our plate here. Like so. One pan skillet dinners. All right. Now, before we do anything, what we want to do is we've got our sauce here. We want to taste it. See where we are on a flavor profile. Oh, and it's so good. The lemon is really popping. But a little bit of kosher salt, like so. And then what we do here is we're going to add our unsalted whole butter. I've got about 2 tablespoons. We'll start with that. And watch what happens here. The sauce will start to get naturally creamy. You can just tell. If you've ever wondered why sauces taste so amazing in restaurants, this is the trick, okay? Look at that. Okay, so we needed 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter is enough. Then we'll add our parsley. And you know, I love a little earth. It really changes the whole game. Parsley is not just for garnish. It actually has amazing flavor. And we just swirl that around like that. Look at that. Wow. And now, take our chicken and get our sauce all like this, and watch this. And there you have it. Beautiful, easy, simple, 1-pan skillet dinner. Bone-in chicken thighs with lemon, butter, and parsley. Absolutely delicious. I mean, just, if you could smell this, we had a little garlic in there as well. Oh, this is so good. I've got to take a little taste. I just have to. See if I can get a little side here. Oh, and the presentation is phenomenal. Just get a little bit today. Just want to get that sauce in here like that. Oh my God. That is fantastic. You guys have to try this. Let me know how yours turns out. Simple skillet one pan recipes. Today we did bone-in chicken thighs. You can substitute breast if you want. You can do boneless thighs if you want. You can do legs. Whatever you want to do is up to you. Have at it. But the recipe is simple. It's easy. It's all there for you. And by the way, what I would serve with this would be some delicious honey and orange glazed carrots. And if you would like that recipe, you can find it right here. Okay? I am Chef Brian. Thanks so much for watching this video right here at Chef Brian's Kitchen. I cannot wait to see you right here next time. But until then, remember to eat well and stay healthy.